Hey guys, welcome back from Classic Work. Today we're going to do a little bit of blacksmithing, and I know there's been a gazillion of these videos done online, and I normally wouldn't do one since there's so many, but I got a request. Somebody wanted me to make one, so I thought I'd do a video on it. This here is your typical railroad spike. We're going to make a railroad spike knife out of it. And the technique's pretty simple. Anybody can do it. All you need is a few tools. You will need a pretty decent anvil, and you're going to need a forge. And if you watch any of my videos, the forge that I made back a couple of years ago, she's up and running right now actually, burning down some wood to fuel the fire. But this here is what we're going to be doing today. And I'm going to go ahead and get started. First thing that you're going to want to do is isolate you a hot spot right here to form the blade. Then we'll work back towards the back where your handle is going to be, and then we're going to flatten out the head on here to make kind of a grip that's going to come on the back. Other than that, it's pretty simple, and I'll walk you through the steps on how to do it, and we'll just put some iron in there and get started. Another thing is, before you do anything to these railroad spikes, you need to do what's known as anneal them. And all you got to do is take the railroad spike and toss it in a fire, let it get up to a red heat. You don't have to really look at it. Most typical outdoor fires get up to that temperature, but it's a dull red. I think it's around 800, 900 degrees, and when it gets up that hot, it'll change the properties in the spike so that you can work with it and it won't crack on you. So do that before you do any type of forging. Other than that, that's all you need to do. You can see we did a little bit right in here. It's going to take a couple more heats to get it down. Remember, the thinner that you make this, the quicker it'll pick up the heat. So we'll go back to it. getting pretty close to our basic shape. I do want to put a point on the end of here, but we may have to grind it if it's not wanting to do like I want it to. On my next heat, I'll put most of the heat at the tip and I'll try to flatten it out or to get it pointier. We're getting down to our basic shape though. We're getting a good uniform line on our blade here. And your shank does not have to be lined up with your blade because we're going to twist this later. So other than that, just keep on shaping until it pleases you. I got a little bit of a crest in the back. That's from heating it and beating it flat instead of going out with it. And you can straighten this on the horn. Let me turn the camera. You can straighten this on the horn by when it's hot. If you got enough heat right here, you can put it right there and beat on the top end of it and it'll straighten that bow right out. But other than that, we'll fix those two problems and then we'll move on to twisting. Okay, let's finish out that twist. Try to get it as straight as you can. Looks pretty good. We got to straighten the blade up a little bit. It's a little bit too crooked. Other than that, that's a pretty decent twist. I boogered it up right here on towards the end, but it ain't too bad. Next thing you want to do is concentrate your heat in any places where it may be warped or twisted or bowed. Straighten up best you can, and we'll go from there. Okay, once you've done trued it up, one little tip is try to stay away from where you put the heat the most when you go to straighten everything up. A lot of this you can straighten cold. Just put a little bit of heat on it and you'll be amazed how much it'll move. But once you get it to this point where you like it, let it cool off slowly. I mean, don't quench it in water or anything like that. I'm just going to leave mine right up here on the anvil. And whenever it goes all the way back down to room temperature, you can do all your shaping that you want to do. If, you know, whenever we're going to put our little bevel on it for our blade, clean all the scale off of it and rust, and any of the marks I left with the vice grips or anything like that. And then once you get all that, I'll show you how to temper this blade.